Hey, my flirty sailors, welcome! You've stumbled into the right corner of YouTube. If your idea of adventure includes exotic lands and cross-country dating hotter than your grandma's chili, you're in for a ride. Speaking of rides, did you know there's a place where dragons roam free? Yep, Komodo dragons, my friend. Welcome to Indonesia, the land of endless islands, mystical romance, and yeah, a few eyebrow-raising secrets I'm about to spill. Now, before we dive in, quick question. Would you rather miss out on a hot date or subscribe to this channel? Thought so. Go on, smash it. Because trust me, you're gonna need updates on travel and dating tips like this one. So, Indonesia. Where do I even begin? Imagine over 17,000 islands to explore. Some so small, you need a magnifying glass to spot them on a map. And each has its own unique vibe you don't want to miss out on. Want pristine pink beaches? Head to Komodo Island. Fancy a hike? Mount Bromo will make you feel like you're walking on Mars. Oh, and did I mention Jakarta, the capital, is literally sinking? Yeah, water's rising faster than your ex's excuses. But you're not here just for landscapes, are you? Let's talk about something juicier, dating in Indonesia.
Yeah, boy.
First off, Indonesian women are stunning. Think radiant smiles, graceful movements, and a natural warmth that can melt even the iciest hearts. But here's the thing, don't be that guy who thinks a flashy pickup line will work. Women here value sincerity and hard work. They're hardworking, and in some cases, they beat men in work. Most of them don't believe in the saying, "That's men's job." They will do anything decent to earn a living. So, if you're respectful and appreciate hard work, you'll surely get an awesome date. Throw in phrases like "apa kabar," meaning "how are you?" or "kamu cantik sekali" for "you're very beautiful." But don't overdo it or you'll come off like a tourist who's been practicing in front of a mirror. Want to show genuine interest? Learn how to say "Aku suka budaya Indonesia," meaning "I love Indonesian culture." Or "makan malam dengan saya," which means dinner with me. This will really charm her. Bonus points if you can pronounce them confidently. Now, let's talk about their psychology because, hey, brains are sexy too, right? Indonesian women appreciate men who can balance humor and depth. They're intrigued by someone who appreciates hard work and shows genuine respect for them and their culture. And speaking of culture, did you know Bali has these cockfighting rituals? They're not just about gambling, it's tied to spiritual cleansing ceremonies. Imagine your date explaining what she likes to do for fun by saying, "I like watching cocks getting into action." Jokes apart, here's a pro tip. If you're in Bali, skip the crowded clubs and go for a sunset dinner at Gym Bar and Beach. Nothing screams romance like fresh seafood, candlelight, and waves gently lapping at your feet. Trust me, even the fish seem to flirt with you there. You can even take your girl there. She'll make you feel lucky later in the night for this romantic gesture. Or if you're feeling adventurous, try Bali Swing, which costs just around 35 bucks. Perfect for Instagram stories and possibly scaring the life out of your date. Another brilliant dating idea is to take her to a sunrise tour and watch the sunrise over an active volcano at Mount Bromo. Romantic? Yes. Weather? Bring a jacket. Cost? 30 to 40 bucks. And if you're more into islands, you must visit Nusa Penida. This slice of heaven is like Bali's rugged, wild cousin who surfs, hikes, and doesn't care about social media filters because, let's face it, this place doesn't need them. Hop on a speedboat from Seseh Beach in Bali. It's about a 45-minute ride that costs around 10 to 15 one way. Pro tip, don't sit at the front unless you enjoy getting splashed by waves. Or maybe you do. I'm not judging. Pack reef-safe sunscreen. Nusa Penida's beaches will tempt you to fry like bacon. Another pro tip, bring cash. ATMs are scarce and temperamental. And Nike sure to start your day early to beat the crowds, especially at King Beach, where the view is yours if you beat the Instagram influencers. By the way, if you're worried about budgets, Indonesia is kind to your wallet. A cozy Airbnb can cost as little as $15 a night in cities like Yogyakarta. Dining out? A hearty meal might set you back about $5, including a delicious nasi goreng. Fancy cocktails at a swanky bar in Jakarta? That's about $10 a pop. You could be living like a king without feeling like your bank account's being mugged. Speaking of lifestyle, I've got a few hotel suggestions around the country for you guys. In Yogyakarta, check out the cozy and charming Oma Garengpoeng guest house for as low as $10 a night. If you are planning for Bali, the Poppies Hotel offers quaint bungalows starting at $25. For the high rollers, there's the Mulia in Bali, with opulent beachfront rooms starting at $300. Or head to Jakarta and splurge at Hotel Indonesia Kempinski for $250 a night. You'll feel like royalty without needing to break the bank. Now, what about getting around? Motorbike rentals are your best friend, cheap, fast, and they make you look cool. Rentals go for about $5 a day, but watch out for traffic and, let's just say, creative driving styles. For longer trips, domestic flights are super affordable, with tickets often as low as $30. Don't forget apps like Gojek and Grab for ride-hailing. They're lifesavers and way cheaper than taxis. All right, after calculating everything, here is my final daily estimated budget for Indonesia. If you're looking for a budget tour, $30 to $60 should cover up to a day. A mid-range tour would cost you $100 to $200 per day. And if you want everything opulent, $400 to $800 will bring you a king's vibe. Moving forward, let's get into the Indonesian nightlife. It's a vibe you might not have seen before. They absolutely love to party. Kuta in Bali is where you go if you want to party until dawn, while Seminyak offers a classier, lounge-like experience. Just make sure to pace yourself, because the Arak cocktails here hit harder than you'd expect. And here's a quickie for the adventurous foodies. You must try Kopi Luwak. It's the coffee made from beans eaten and, passed by civets. Yeah, it's weird, but it's also one of the world's most expensive coffees. Pair that with a fluffy martabak dessert, and you're living the good life. Would you try this kitty poop coffee? Let us know in the comments. All right, folks, let's talk scams in Indonesia because nothing ruins a dreamy vacation faster than getting bamboozled. Scam number 1, the friendly guide hustle. Imagine you're exploring a temple, soaking in the vibes, when a helpful local pops up out of nowhere. They'll charm you with insider tips and history, then hit you with a tip request so steep you'll wonder if they think you're Jeff Bezos.
Where is the money?
Pro tip, politely decline, or hire a legit guide in advance. Scam number 2, currency switcheroo. You hand over your cash at a shady money changer, and poof, a few bills disappear faster than your weekend plans. Stick to official currency exchange counters or ATMs, and count your money as your life depends on it. Scam number 3, taxi trickery. You hop in a taxi only to realize the meter is conveniently broken, and now you're paying premium prices for a 5-minute ride. Avoid the hassle by insisting on metered mids or sticking to apps like Grab. Trust me, it's a lifesaver. Scam number 4, souvenir shenanigans. That handcrafted sarong you're eyeing? Probably mass-produced 2 blocks over. Haggle like a pro, or better yet, shop at local markets where prices and vibes are authentic. Keep your eyes sharp out there, folks. All right, I know you're curious, so let's address the elephant in the room, or rather, the underground scene. Indonesia has strict laws around adult entertainment and even dating culture, thanks to its conservative roots. Prostitution is officially illegal and classified as a crime against decency morality under the country's criminal code. However, in practice, it is widely tolerated and even regulated in some areas. Despite the conservative laws, Indonesia's underground adult entertainment scene thrives, particularly in Jakarta and Bali, often blending with its tourism industry. However, the public displays of intimacy can sometimes get side eyes, especially in more traditional areas. That said, in tourist hubs like Bali or Jakarta, things are more relaxed. Just use common sense and, for heaven's sake, don't end up in the news for the wrong reasons. But if you feel like hopping in for a night adventure, I'm not stopping you. Live your fantasies because this land lets you. Moving forward, let's address a rumor about those erotic temples in Java. Yep, they exist. Some ancient Hindu and Buddhist temples in Java are decorated with carvings that possibly make your grandma blush. It's a reminder that even in a conservative society, history has its own spicy side. And despite being a predominantly Muslim country, some tribes like the Toraja and the people of the Wod Abe celebrate ancient fertility rites that include public displays of intimacy. Guess they figured if you're going to make future generations, you might as well give the current one a live demonstration. Talk about cultural confidence. Netflix and chill has nothing on this. Here's another crazy fact. In the Dani tribe of Papua, penis gourds called koteka are traditionally worn as a sign of masculinity. And trust me, these aren't your average off-the-rack accessories. They're elaborately decorated. It's like a runway show for gourds. Gucci wishes it could be this exclusive. I mean, can you imagine trying to pick the right one for a first date? Does this gourd say sophisticated and mysterious? Or should I go with the one that screams adventurous and fun? And while we're on the topic of culture, here's one that's both fascinating and a little spooky. In certain parts of Indonesia, like the Toraja region, it's not uncommon for families to keep dead relatives at home for months or even years as part of their burial customs. They treat them as though they're still alive, even offering them food and conversation. So here's a question. Would you date a hot corpse? Just kidding. Or am I? But seriously, it's a beautiful tradition of honoring loved ones, even if it might sound like a horror movie plot to us. Now, before we wrap up, here's a quick pro quo. If you've dated in Indonesia or just have a funny story about a romantic misadventure, drop it in the comments. We're all ears. So why Indonesia? It's a land where romance meets adventure, where you can explore, connect, and, let's be honest, live your secret fantasies. But remember, stay smart, stay safe, and enjoy the unbeatable islands with the girl of your dreams. So go book that ticket, pack your sunscreen, and oh, don't forget to hit like before you jet off. Keep watching the flirty tours, and as they say in Indonesia, Sampai jumpa, see you later, alligator, or should I say, Komodo dragon? Bye.